Hello guys, it's me Daniel96 back here for another video, and today we'll be making our round 13 predictions of the 2024 AFL season. So round 12 has come to an end, and what a round it was. It was definitely a round filled with upsets and some results that we weren't expecting. Starting with this first game, it was a close game, but at the end Carlton just stormed away with the win. And down here, Collingwood would get their first loss in quite some time, and the Bulldogs, are they back? Looking down here on this Saturday, and well, the Hawks got it done. I got that one right. West Coast, they lost. They were in front for most of it, but they just didn't get it done. Geelong with a not really convincing win. It was close, but they got it done. And down here, what the hell happened here? I don't know what in the world happened. Melbourne they just got blown out, and Fremantle, they're in the 8. And finally, a controversial game once again with the umpiring, but Gold Coast, I got that tip right, and they are in the 8 as well, and Essendon and their streak. So overall, it was a pretty good round to watch, and just a difficult round to tip. Honestly, that was pretty hard. And so now you can see the predicted margins versus the actual margins, and well, most of our margins were not great at all, but our last game we were off by 1 point, which I would say is pretty good. We were almost spot on, but just to put it simply, that is round 12 done and dusted. It was, as I said, a challenge, but let's now move on towards round 13. And so round 13, here we are, and we have got a pretty big round. There are 8 games on this round, and Port and Fremantle have their byes. But looking up here, starting off with the first game, and this one should be interesting. It's between Adelaide and Richmond, playing at the Adelaide Oval for a Thursday night clash. And this one just is going to be interesting. Both of them coming off with losses, big losses. That was pretty big. Adelaide, they lost against the Hawks, and that probably just ended their season for them. It's going to be really hard for them to make finals, but they are back in Adelaide against Richmond, who have not won since round 3. Both of these teams just need a win. I was really surprised at Richmond's performance, considering they were playing at the hardest venue, and with the side that they have. I was pretty surprised. They actually didn't do too bad, but now they have to travel to Adelaide against the Crows, who always bring up a crowd at their ground. And the Crows, they've had a seesawing season, but if there's a win that they will need to get, it's this one. They got the home advantage. It's going to be a massive advantage for them. And to put it simply, I think they will be my first tip. And they will be my first tip. So I think it'll be a more one-sided game for this one. I am tipping Adelaide to get the win by 45 points. And I'm rating this game as 69. Now going down here, and we have a better game here. We have a much better game. And this one will be really tense, I reckon. And it's between the Bulldogs up against the Brisbane Lions, playing at Marvel Stadium on the Friday night. And this has a lot riding. I don't know how they're 2 places apart. I feel like Brisbane have had a much worse season than the Bulldogs. After that win by the Bulldogs against Collingwood, they're back in it. They are looking pretty good. They've got the last 3 wins out of the 4 games. Things are looking good. And to put it conveniently, they're back at Marvel. And Brisbane 2 weeks ago played at Marvel and didn't get the win against Hawthorn. And something just tells me something similar is going to happen in this one. Brisbane had their bye last week, so they had some rest. Don't know if that's going to do much. They did have some reflection, so I don't think they will make the finals this season. There's still a chance. There's definitely still a chance, but with the way the competition is going, it's a tough competition. They would need all their wins, all their remaining games for wins. But even in this game, the Bulldogs look really strong. They play really well now at Marvel. They did have that one loss against Hawthorn, but even then, Hawthorn are also a really good team. So I think this will be a tough game. I think this will be a fairly close game, and there's a lot of hype with this one, but I am going to go with the Bulldogs in this game. This should be a cracking game. I'm really excited for it. I am predicting them to win by 19 points, and I'm rating this game an 88. Now looking down at the Saturday games, there is 3 of them. It is Queen's birthday round, or King's birthday round as it is now, but yeah, let's start off with the first one here. It is between Hawthorn and GWS playing at University of Tasmania Stadium in Launceston for the Saturday afternoon game, and that yeah, this is gonna be a cracking game again. In fact, this might be better than the Friday night game. I mean, this one has a lot riding for both of these teams, and this will be a really big test. Starting with Hawthorn, I mean, overall they do play really well in Launceston. It is definitely an advantage for them to play there, I reckon, and their season is just going uphill at the moment. I mean, it hasn't been going down. They are climbing up the ladder, and who knows, they might. As for the Giants, they did have their bye, so they didn't play last week, but considering their previous game, which was against Geelong, in Geelong, they got a cracking win. Yeah, that was just a remarkable effort by them. Now they have to travel again, and well, they are a good away side, that's for sure. I could see this game going either way. This one's just really hard to tip. It's going to be a close one, I reckon. And well, yeah, this one, yeah, as I said, could go either way. I've had a thought about who to tip for this one, but yeah, in this game, I think the Giants do definitely have a big chance of winning this one, but I have to continue the streak. And I'm going to predict Hawthorn to get another win against the Giants. I could see it happening, and yeah, I'm predicting them to win by 15 points, and I'm rating this game an 89. This is going to be a good one. Now heading down to this next game, and yeah, West Coast and North Melbourne at Optus Stadium, and well, even this one is pretty interesting. Let's start off with North. I mean, their season has not been well. They still have not had a win, and honestly, I think this is their last chance. If they can't get a win from here against West Coast, then I just can't see them getting a win at all this season. As for West Coast, they did lose against the Saints. I mean, they were leading for most of the game, but yeah, just fell away in that last quarter. So yeah, it was definitely hard on them. If you showed me this game at the start of the season, I would have definitely said that it would have been, yeah, definitely like the wooden spoon battle, or just a really close game. It would be like a really good game to watch. But yeah, considering how West Coast have been going, Harley Reid is suspended, which might make things a bit interesting. And yeah, North, I mean, as I said, we'll see how they go. They've conceded 100 points every game. Yeah, this one has a lot riding, but yeah, to put it simply, I think West Coast will get the win. I think it will be a convincing win. I think they'll win by 32 points, and I'm rating this game as 77. Now looking at the Saturday night game, and this one shapes up to be another big one, and yeah, this one has a lot of hype with this one for a Saints game. The Saints up against the Gold Coast at Marvel Stadium. This might say a lot about either team. I'd say both teams are under the pump here, because whoever loses is gonna have a troubled time here. But yeah, let's start off with the Saints. I mean, they got a great win last game, and yeah, that was phenomenal. I mean, they did come back, and at the start they were just slow, but yeah, they got there. And as for the Gold Coast, they got a great win against the Bombers at home. They are so good at home. I think they're the only team left at the moment that they haven't lost a game at home. And oh wait, yeah, Sydney as well, but yeah, they've been great. However, when they go away from home, that's where the trouble begins. They still have not won an away game, and I think this game is their best chance. Yeah, the Saints, I don't think they will make finals this year. I mean, they've had many losses, and yeah, Gold Coast, I mean, they are a big chance here. This is their chance to step up. If they want to play finals, they need to win this game. And, well, you know what? I think the Saints, I can see them winning this game. But I am going to tip Gold Coast to get their first win away from home. This is basically a 50-50 game. I can see both teams winning, but I am going with Gold Coast to win by 17 points. And I'm rating this game an 87. Now heading down here to the next games, and well, there's 2 Sunday games with interesting time slots because the Monday is a public holiday. But the first game is between Sydney and Geelong, playing at the SCG on a Sunday afternoon, and this is another big game. Sydney currently sit first and Geelong currently sit third, and honestly I don't even know how. I mean, they've had plenty of losses, and well, they got a not convincing win last game, but yeah, they sit third. But in theory, this should be a great game to watch. And well, starting off with Sydney, they had their bye last week, but their season has been so strong. I'm actually shocked at how they've been as a team. Their whole team is so powerful that I just can't see them being stopped. And I don't know how Richmond won in round 3 against them, but it's gonna be hard to beat them. As for Geelong, I mean, their form has been really interesting. It's just a very interesting game that they play, but they sit third, and I mean, they just want to go to this game with some confidence, and maybe even get an upset win. Will that happen though? It's gonna be hard to see. I mean, Geelong have won at the SCG in the past, and well, Sydney look good. Sydney look way too good. It's gonna be hard to tip against them for this game, and to put it simply, I think Sydney will get the job done for this game. It's gonna be a good watch though. I think this will be a fairly close game, but I think Sydney will pull away with the win by 37 points. And I'm rating this game an 86. Now for this next game, and wow, we have one of the games of the season. The stakes could not be any higher. I think this is massive. This is really massive. I mean, I think it's sold out already. It's between Essendon and Carlton, playing at the G on a Sunday night game. And wow, the stakes are high. Starting with Essendon, and their streak is broken. They have finally lost, and well, because of that loss, Sydney just sit comfortably first. So it's gonna be hard to take the top spot. But Essendon, they lost and head into a massive game against Carlton, who got an outstanding win against Port. I mean, Carlton's last quarter was just brilliant. They just kept getting goals after goals after goals, and their confidence is as high as ever. They sit 5th, but I feel like they should be higher. And that's exactly what this game is going to be. Whoever wins, I mean, is going to be much better out of the 2. This is huge. And again, this is a 50-50 game. I could see both teams winning easily. I could see Carlton winning. I could see Essendon winning. And the stakes are high. There's a lot of implications that would happen to whoever wins. Now the question is who to tip, and well, at the G, Carlton will have more fans there. Essendon will have a large fan base there as well. I remember last year Carlton lost to Essendon by a fairly big margin. That was before they got their winning streak. So I think now back at it again, I think this is really tough. I think if Essendon had won against Gold Coast, they would have gone into a much bigger momentum. But I think I'm going to go with Carlton here. I'm going to go with Carlton getting the win against Essendon in, I think, what will be a really close game. I'm predicting the margin to be 3 points, and I'm rating this game a 96. Now heading to the final game, and it is the King's birthday match. The annual tradition. It's always a big game, no matter what, no matter where the teams are. And this one is actually really big. It's between Collingwood and Melbourne at the G for the Big Freeze 10 match. And well, as you can see on the ladder, Collingwood sit 9th and Melbourne sit 10th. Melbourne were actually 4th, I think, and after that loss, yeah, they went straight down to 10th after they got pelted by 92 points against Freo, which I did not expect at all. That was just a surprise. That came as a shock. Whereas Collingwood also got a loss against the Bulldogs at Marvel. It was a tougher game. It was a tighter game. But yeah, the Bulldogs just got it late. And yeah, this sets up to be a massive clash. I mean, yeah, they sit outside the 8th, which I didn't see before. So this game is basically whoever wins gets back into the 8th. And, well, yeah, I mean, we've seen anything happen. Anything can happen here. In the past few years, the results have been close. Collingwood have gotten a win in a close one not long ago, and Melbourne got it last, winning by 4 points, I think, last year. So yeah, anyone can win this one. But yeah, this one is another tight one. It's just like this game above. But I think for this game, considering how Melbourne just lost by 92 points, they are going to need something remarkable, I reckon. Maybe it was just a one-off thing. But yeah, for this game with the crowd, I think Collingwood will get the win on King's birthday. I think it will be a close one though. I think it will be close. I am predicting the margin to be 14 points. And I'm rating this game a 92. This will be massive. And just like that, that is my round 13 tips done and dusted. Yeah, massive round. 8 games to watch. A lot of stakes will be made to whoever wins and whoever loses, which we'll find out in the coming days. It's going to be a cracking round of footy. So yeah, not much here to say. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. And I'll see you guys in the next time. Bye bye.